Hello again and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by W Energy Drinks, drinks for gamers, and Eldridge Air Conditioning. So I want to welcome you to the Autodromo Nationale in Monza for round 5 of our Porsche Cup Championship. And you probably, just by the way, this is round 5. I made a mistake. If you've watched my last videos, I actually said it was round 5 last time. And then didn't realise until I actually sent the videos into to viewing, and then realised I'd made a mistake. So this is officially round 5 this time. We're in Italy and we're at Monza, 3.6 mile clockwise circuit here, set in just outside the city of Monza, actually, just north of Milan, and set in this lovely sort of woodland setting around this park area, just on the outskirts of the city of Monza. And we've got 14 laps here in race 1 on this particular round. So in fact, both races tonight are going to be 14 laps. We're looking forward to this one as we see the guys coming down this recognisable long straight here at the circuit. And well, I think we better get this first race underway then. And let's take it from the top. Here we go. So we've got Motorstorm Hero in first place, Dyson in second, Inky third, Seamus in fourth, Brownie fifth, Niggle sixth, Slowpoke seventh, Hodges eighth, Paul, myself in ninth, Brian Moncani 10th, Love Rocket Rods 11th, Rossi 12th, Stealth in 13th, and Sideways in 14th. So 14 cars out there, just missing the one. I think James Stephen is absent here in this particular round. But yeah, apart from that, I think all the guys are ready to go. So let's get this race underway then without further ado. Here we go. Going to be tricky coming down to this. This is the chicane as well, the circuit with the chicanes. So coming down to this turn 1 and 2, which is the chicane, it's going to be a little bit sketchy. So let's see how the guys go coming down here. So we're going to be hard on the brakes. I think everyone's behaving themselves. In fact, everyone was really very cautious through there. Oh, a little bit of a Stealth just getting a little bit tangled up on the curb in there. But through there nicely. So soft tyres, you know, in race 1 as we now head up through towards the second chicane now. Through here go the guys, Dyson second, Inky third, Seamus fourth, Brownie fifth, Niggle, then Slowpoke in seventh, Love Rocket Rods in eighth, Rossi in ninth, 10th, Sideways. And where's Paul gone? Oh, he's gone all the way back. So what happened to Paul there in 12th place? Did he go off? Well, in fact, there's 3 cars off. This could be a safety car. Let's have a look. Let's go back and see what happened. Yeah, there's almost a pile up there. Oh, and I think Paul got hit right up the back there. Got a reset as well. And the other cars involved, I believe, were Hodgie. Yeah, there he is in 13th, from Brian Moncani. I think there was a little bit of a coming together between Brian into the back of Paul or whatever, but there was a coming together anyway. Paul's got his car off and running, albeit with some front damage, but definitely a safety car being pulled here, being that there was the 3 cars off. So I'm going to latch onto the back of the field now, just waiting for these other 2 to come round, get themselves into line. And what will happen, of course, as well, is that the guys will take their places back where they were initially before the contact was made. So we're just waiting now. I think everybody's just about coming into position now. You'll see a few cars taking other cars over, getting themselves into position. There you go. See a little bit of swapping and changing, but I think eventually the guys get in the right order. So I think we're all pretty much good to go and ready. So it's up to Motorstorm Hero now to take them off again, which will effectively be a restart, won't it? We've only done that 1 lap, so here we go, away we go. It was called early, and Motorstorm Heroes away, up over the line now. Inky already got a good run on Dyson coming down to turns 1 and 2 into chicane. Zinke having a go. If he stays where he isn't going to be on the outside. Now he bailed out a little bit, let Dyson go. He knew he was going to get squeezed on the outside, otherwise everyone else through nicely there. So behaving themselves through the chicane there. It's this next one where people seem to had the trouble last time, so let's see if we can get through here all right this time. So the top 3 just getting away from Seamus and Brownie. Brownie having a look on Seamus now, getting us tight through there. Very tough to get a pass done through there. Seamus just running a little bit wide, but he's fine. He'll stay in 4th ahead of Brownie, although Brownie's having a go now. He does get that move done up the inside of Seamus through the Lesmo 1 into Lesmo 2. Heading up now to Scary for the second time. Brownie then ahead of Seamus. Then Niggle in 6th, Rossi 7th, Slowpoke 8th, Love Rocket 9th, Hodgie 10th, Falling 11th, Stealth in 12th, Brian Montani in 13th with Sideways George in 14th. So Love Rocket Rods now having a look at Slowpoke. There's a dive down the inside there. That was a tight move. Slowpoke. Obviously see him coming, so another little bit of room there. But look at this lot here. Seamus now going backwards a little bit. It's just being caught up in the slip, I think. Obviously people are going to benefit from this side of slip and that along this straight. Look at this lot. Rossi's having a look and can't go through there through the side, but Seamus might get that done on Niggle. G having a look on Love Rocket Rods. Falls up the inside of Hodgie as well. Slightly better exit out of turn 2. It's really tricky chicane here. Again, everyone through okay this time. Easy to run it off wide there. Got to be a bit careful, get on the green stuff there, and easy to lose it, especially in these Porsches. Overstorm Hero down through Ascari, down now towards the Parabolica. It's getting away from Dyson. Now Dyson holding that fastest lap of a 1:47.9. Let's see if Motorstorm beats that, because it looks like he has. It's like he's going a lot quicker than Dyson. He's on the soft tyres. Let's see. 47.0, yeah, they're both on soft tyres, so yeah, now Dyson of course is just losing out on the slip now, it's a bit too far back to take advantage of that. Inky is probably just about outside of the slipstream zone as well. I think they say it's about 8/10 is about where you gain your slipstream. Brownie got off a second penalty, niggled up to 4th, Brownie 5th now, Seamus in 6th, Rossi 7th, Slowpoke 8th, Love Rocket in 9th, Paul in 10th. So that's a penalty there for Seamus. Not too sure where he picked that up, maybe through Scary, which can be done on the exit of that turn. That's Seamus again, isn't it? Getting roughed up a little bit. Oh, there's barriers and everything flying around, and who's that as well? And is that Hodgie? No, that's Rossi. What happened there then? So we'll see Seamus and Rossi. See Seamus going there slow now. There was a contact between Rossi and you see there really. So Rossi's in 7th ahead of Slowpoke. Seamus is ahead of Rossi. I think Rossi might. Oh, he had to just. Yeah, he sort of had to bail out and ended up just hitting the side of Seamus, but acknowledges the fact and slows right down, goes into 13th place ahead of Sideways George. There's a big bit of barrier in the road there now. The marshals hopefully will have enough time to get that out of the way before the drivers get back round again. Should have enough time, if I'm honest. That's sort of a 147 lap times, 146, 147 for the faster guys in that sort of range. So the Storm Hero then. That's what it means business here in race 1. Parabolica. So remember, 147.0 was his last time. Stays at 147.0. Dyson also in second place. That's an improve. Inky in third. Inky over the last couple of races. Looks like he's found something in that Porsche, isn't he? A niggledness. Now just getting separated from the from everybody really on his own a little bit, and then you've got this battle back here. Look at this lot: Brownie, Love Rocket, Slowpoke, Paul, Hodgie. Come through. Maybe a little bit too slow through there. Paul didn't quite get that right into on entry into turn 1. Slowpoke now under pressure still from Love Rocket Rods. Gonna go here possibly. Well, he tried it, but on Slowpoke, but Slowpoke no, he said no, you're not having it. So he stays in 6th place. But on that barrier still there, and Paul hits that right through. Paul now, hopefully that hasn't damaged the front of Paul's car. Relatively light, but at the same time, you don't really want to be hitting it, but no, it's fine, hasn't damaged anything. So, well, say some Marshall's doing it, I suppose. So maybe you get paid for doing it at the end. Put 20 quid in his pocket or something for helping the Marshals out. But look at this lot, this streaming, this car's here, in the middle of the pack, towards the back as well. It's all just, look at this whole big train of cars from starting from Slowpoke, 6th place, then Love Rocket, then Paul, then Hodgie, then Brahman Carney, Stealth, Rossi. And even Sideways is at the back of this now. So from 6th to 13th, look at this for a train of cars. What a race this is turning into. The others ahead of them, well, they're all kind of getting a bit spread out. Top Brownie might be catching niggle a little bit, but this is where it's all happening at the moment. Swapping and changing of positions as Brian goes a bit wide, lets his teammate through. Stealth up to 10th then. Rossi now all over the back of Brian Moncarney. Surely going to get a move done here. Down off a bit of slip down at turn 1. Moncarney though, covering it. Brian's out trying to get every little piece of slip stream that he possibly can. But Rossi, if you go on the outside there, stay round you on the inside. But it's tricky to keep the car in that place. Oh, Paul's gone. Paul's lost it. He has. Gets it going. Oh, what happened to Paul? Did he get a touch or was it his own doing? So 8th place. I think he's going to do it on his own. Oh, look, the back end just decides to come round, just give it a little bit too much power, a little bit too early. And, goes along the escape route and out the other side, takes a couple of cones with him, and that'll be that, down to 13th then. So Paul, Seamus at half a second again, so now Seamus is in 14th, but he's picking up penalties. He had one before, didn't he? It looks like he's got another one. This is quite a notorious track for penalties as it goes. Quite harsh circuit, depending on the penalty system they got in place, but quite a lot of areas around here, a few sectors and turns that you can actually pick up penalties. This is another one here. You've got to be careful not to take too much of this inside curve there. But these three look like they've got through okay. I don't want to go too right out there either, because that will give you one as well. I think he'll be okay in that instance, but go out on the exit like that, possible chance of one. Brownie looking strong here as well, chasing down Niggle. 5th place, Brownie. So 6 laps into 14. Slowpoke got away from Love Rocket. a little bit. Rocket will try and pick up a bit of his slip, and he is in that slipstream zone. But going to run out of road because we're coming up to the chicane, and that'll slow that down. Although Love Rocket seems to have got a slightly better exit there, so might have a chance up here. Turns 3 and 4. 11 turns around this Monza circuit. Rocket is going to have a go down the inside. He thought about it a couple of times. He's had a good, but he's backed out. Ooh, might be a little tag on the back of Slowpoke, but now he's going to have a go. Love Rocket up the inside through Lesmo 1. No. How about through Lesmo 2? Too far back there. He won't go for that. No, he doesn't. So he stays behind Slowpoke in 7. Oh, Slowpoke's gone now. And that's the other one of. So his teammate Paul had a moment as he sees him go past now. Now his teammate Slowpoke with a lot of front end damage. So what happened there? It's the back end of it. Let's have a look. That's going to be the green stuff surely that he's going to take here, the curb. It's going to take him. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and once you hit it, that's what I said earlier. Oh, lucky that he just scooted through cars there and didn't actually hit anybody on the way through. But that's going to be big damage, and that's going to put him right away back to the back of the pack because Seamus will go past there. As I say, a lot of front damage for Slowpoke down to 14, so big moment there for him. The Storm Hero, on the other hand, hasn't had any big moments yet, and what he is doing is he's getting himself into the 146s because there we go, a 146.8. So really quick time from Motorstorm Hero on lap, end of lap 7, start of lap 8 there. Motorstorm Hero, Dyson still in second. Remember though, Motorstorm Hero wasn't around at the last round of Laguna, was he? So Motorstorm Hero kind of cleared up a little bit on the points there ahead of Motorstorm Hero, so it's not second place. If he stays where he is, it isn't it? If he gets a second, won't be too bad. He won't be too annoyed about that. So Eagle then 4th, Brownie still behind him in 5th. These two haven't really changed in terms of the distance between them, and pretty much as they were last time around. Brownie though does look like he looks quite consistent through there around this circuit at the moment. Looks like he might have just a little bit more pace than Nigel at the moment. So maybe one of Brownie's tracks that he likes. Love Rocket 6th, now falling back into the clutches of Hodgie, Ryan Moncani and Rossi, who's back at this 4-car battle. Rossi looking for a way through past Brian Moncani. About down here at the Parabolica. Here's a passing opportunity. Can you have a look? You might think about it. No. Wasn't far enough up in the end, was he? Takes up wider line, Rossi, and then we'll try and square it off and cut it back. Follow the track round and try and get a better exit than Brian to try and maybe have a go down at turn 1, but I still think he's just a little bit off pace in a minute to have that done. Yeah, he's not gonna have a move there. Way too far back. That stealth of half a second penalty. See him with one earlier, so he's becoming a bit of a Seamus and picking up penalties regularly now as he goes through. There's Paul still trying to almost recover from the off right at that point there. A few laps to go. Sideways following him around, and Seamus with yet another penalty, but this time a second. So going from bad to worse in terms of penalties for Seamus. He's certainly racking them up. Sideways thought he was having a go at Paul there, but he didn't have a go in the end. But Seamus, yeah, whatever he's been doing, he's becoming a victim of the penalty system around here. Slowpoke recovery mode here in 14th. Just be hoping that he can grab maybe another place or two, hoping that some of the guys ahead might have a moment somewhere. But once you have a big off like that, it's well, it's difficult to get the momentum back again. When you're so far back, you can't rely on anybody's slip or anything, so you're almost just kind of rolling around on your own in the end. But look at this from Motorstorm Hero at 1:46.4 now, so he improves again by 4/10 on his fastest lap. So 1:46.4. It's a real quick time round here. Dyson can't live with it. Second place still for Dyson. His best time is what? Round about a second slower than Motorstorm. So that's how quick Motorstorm Hero's going around here. Key. Third place still for Inky. Eagle. Fourth, Brownie fifth, still as it is. And let's look at this battle between Hodgie, Love Rocket and Brian Moncani. Brian Moncani, you can't go around the outside there, Brian. He's been blocked off, not intentionally, but he's got a push to his right, he's got a push to his left, and he's almost trying to thread his way through here, but Hodgie gets it done on Love Rocket, I think. Or maybe he didn't, maybe Hodgie was there in front, actually. This is a great battle. Then you've got Brian Moncani there as well, and Rossi behind. There he is. Still behind them in 10th. But what's going to happen down here? Scary then. Hodgie, Love Rocket and Brian Moncani. Let's hope the brakes are working. Because Brian Moncani is close as well, and behind Love Rocket, and Love Rocket was close behind Hodgie there. Brian, good run out of there. Certainly got the run on Love Rocket. He's surely going to have a look up the inside down at the Parabolica. Can he get the job done? Still there on the inside. No. Love Rocket hangs it out wide. He's got a mirror fault of Brian Moncani at the moment. This is what Brian Moncani does. So close to the back of your car, you can't even see his headlights. Oh, you're going to go down. Oh, did that? Was there a little tag? I think there was a little tag on Hodgie from Love Rocket. That's allowed Brian through. It's a little bit messy through there, wasn't it? But they remain in the same positions. And I think Brian might have just nabbed Love Rocket there. Well, it's not done deal yet, is it? Love Rocket's going to be on the, those on the outside, going to be on the inside coming up here through the chicane. No, he had to give way to Brian Moncani, so Brian has finally got 7th off him. Love Rocket in 8th, Rossi in 9th, Stealth in 10th, so there's another big train of cars battle here. Oh, and someone's gone off in the background. Was that sideways? I think that might have been sideways. Yeah, it was. Let's have a look. He's done it all on his own, he's got no one around him. Did he clip the curb or did he just run it wide? Oh, I don't know, was there a little tag from Seamus there? Oh, and into the barrier. Might have been a little tag there, not sure there whether the back just came round, but whatever. But what a battle this is, Paul coming onto him and back of these, and he'll be hoping that this battle ahead of him there starts to get a little bit messy so that he can join them. It's a little way off the back of these at the moment, but still Hodgie ahead of Brian Moncani, ahead of Love Rocket, ahead of Rossi, as Rossi's gone. Oh, and that's typical Ascari. Crashed that one, goes out wide onto the AstroTurf and smashes into the barrier there. And obviously some front damage to boot. And that's going to put him back to possibly 12th place, depending on where these guys are, maybe even 13th. There he goes, Slowpoke in 13th, so yeah. Back to 13th, then goes Rossi, Slowpoke to 12th. He's got half a second penalty, I noticed as well. Seamus 11th. So So 11 laps now out of 14. Storm Hero, he's being caught by Dyson into these final few laps now. So what's Dyson got? Can he actually take Motorstorm after Motorstorm leading it on? And he gets half a second penalty through there from Lesmo 1. Lesmo 2, but picks up half a second. It's not going to make too much of a difference, half a second, as I've said before, but we're trying to chase someone down. It will make a bit of a difference, especially this late in the race. Once they've completed this lap, they'll be on the penultimate lap, so not a lot of time left for Dyson to get any more out of what he's got already. It's certainly these two as your 1 and 2. Inky now been left behind by the leaders. It looks like he might well pick up that third podium place. Brownie has got past Niggle after all this battling they've had, but now Niggle's fighting back. So Brownie the fourth, but Niggle's going to surely have a go down here at the Parabolica, lining it up. Braking now. Screeching tyres, Brownie's hanging on the outside, but Niggle's going to have that tighter line, but it's going to be side by side along this start and finish straight. Look at this going down into turns 1 and 2. This is going to be tight down here. Someone's going to have to give. I mean, Niggle's in the prime position, but then Brown, if he stays on the outside, will be on the inside. No, just cuts his nose off Niggle. So gets that fourth place back. Oh, a quick little moment from Browning, almost lost the back end. So them two are still battling it out for 4th and 5th place. Brian Moncani, meanwhile, in 6th. Love Rocket in 7th. Stealth in 8th. Paul in 9th. Hodgie back to 10th. Now, what did he must have had a moment somewhere, because he was up, wasn't he, he was up with Love Rocket in about 7th place, 7th or 8th place, so he's lost a couple of spots here. Hodgie, I think he had an off somewhere as well. I don't think I've called it on camera though, so I'm sure he don't mind. Probably didn't want to see it anyway, but I think he did have an off, if I recall. But he was pushing hard over the back of me here. So 9th place for myself, Hodgie in 10th. Stealth ahead of us in 8th with Love Rocket and Brian ahead of him. Through Ascari. Seamus 11th, Slowpoke in 12th. Rossi falling back to 13th because he had that off, didn't he? Sideways in 14th place. That's it for back end of this field. So Motorstorm Hero, or our leaders I should say, are on the final lap now. It looks like from pole position to victory, Motorstorm Hero looks to have done enough ahead of Dyson in 2nd. These two are under no pressure from anybody at this point. Inky's a long way back, but he looks like he will take 3rd place, because there's a big gap back then to Niggle, Brownie. The battle these two have had throughout the race. It looks like Niggle might grab that 4th place in the end. Brownie 5th. This one's not decided yet though, is it? Brian Moncani is currently in 6th with Love Rocket 7th, but Stealth and in the back of Love Rocket here in 8th place. So can Stealth get himself up to 7th? If he is, we've got a few more corners to go, so he's going to have to do something soon. Not sure, it's all quite fast sections now. There's not really any real pass opportunity, maybe only at the Parabolica. But here comes out leader and winner. So Motorstorm Aero does do it, and the fastest lap 1:46.4. Dyson in second place. Inky coming round in third to complete the podium places. With Niggle holding off Brownie in the end, who will get the fourth place. Niggle ahead of Brownie in fifth. And Brian in sixth place. Love Rocket seventh. Stealth in eighth. Paul will grab ninth, ahead of Hodgie in 10th. Seamus in 11th. Slowpoke in 12th place. Sideways George 13th. Rossi has had a bit of trouble, I think, at the end here as well. I think he's under the weather, so not feeling great either, which must be taking out his toll in their hot cockpit. And if you're feeling unwell, doesn't really help either. But anyway, there's your race one here at the Autodromo Nacional in Monza in our Porsche Cup Championship. Join me again soon for race two. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.